Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit's Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Mars, the planet of energy, the fiery planet, is now in Krittika Nakshatra. Krittika is a nakshatra ruled by Surya Dev. But also this nakshatra is connected to Bhagavan Kartikeya. So you can see this is war, this is positive war, Dharma Yuddha. And when Mars goes there, this is like the initiation of that Dharma Yuddha. The seed is being planted right now, and this will show its result when Mars will go in Purvashada Nakshatra. So what should you do? You should focus on the positive side of energy. You should focus on the constructive side of everything. You should avoid unnecessary conflict, debate, fight, and even war. Otherwise, this can trigger unnecessary wars in your life. This transit will happen between 8th of July and 27th of July, and Krittika is the nakshatra which is 1 pada in Aries and 3 pada in Taurus. So this transit is the transit where Mars moves from Aries to Taurus, and therefore your focus also shift from something which is very ambitious and fiery to something which is very grounding. So on one side, this has a lot of positive elements and it gives you a lot of grounding energy. It gives you the fire to be very positive, but it is also something where you can damage everything if you are over impulsive, if you are too egoistic, if you are very aggressive. Try to be soft, polite, and focus on chanting the name of Bhagwan Shri Ram and Hanuman. Let's discuss for each zodiac sign what this transit has to offer. But before that, do not forget to hit like, subscribe and share, and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss another update. Do share the video among family and friends, and do write your suggestions or experiences in the comment section below. Also, it's a quick quiz. Where is Jupiter right now? In which nakshatra? Write that down. Also, if you want to book a consultation, you can drop me an email or book it directly from the website. And if you want to take Kundli PDF, which is system generated but yet a 300 plus pages report, you will get it along with bonus numerology section now, which is available, and you can book it directly from the link in the description box below. So book that now, and if you want to follow me on Instagram for reels and subscription, new things are going to be launched soon there. Check that out. So let's start ascendant wise analysis, how you should watch this video, primarily from your ascendant, but also equally from your moon sign. So it is better, let's say somebody is Aries ascendant and Scorpio moon sign, watch this video as Aries with like real practical effect, then go and watch the Scorpio section of what I have made and take it in a very psychological level. Because with respect to moon, you are talking about nakshatra working with your mind. So say someone is Aries ascendant and Leo moon sign, Aries will be the ascendant, which means your overall effect. But with respect to Leo, if you see it again, you will understand how your mind is going to behave. Now compare both of them, and that will give you a very comprehensive idea about what the transit is. Aries. For Aries ascendant, Mars in Krittika Nakshatra is more like fire and energy coming together. It's very assertive, it's very power-packed transit, and especially when Mars will move from Aries to Taurus zodiac sign, definitely this is going to bring your focus, to amplify your courage. You will take new initiatives. This is going to make you feel more responsible, and you will take certain actions that you were unable to take beforehand. So it's a very driven transit, and it's a transit that will fill you with a lot of enthusiasm, and you will be able to pursue your goals, and you will be able to barge in the difficult situation and create a new output, something that is like you will prove yourself as an important resource, especially in your career. But you will also have to understand that Krittika is all about war and fire, and not everywhere you can apply the same Martian energy like a blanket energy. So you will have to watch out for all the conflicts and injuries, simple things being converted into complicated events because of anger, because of your over involvement and your impulsive behavior. So try to control your impulsive behavior as much as possible. Chanting Hanuman Chalisa is a very good remedy. Taurus. For Mars transit in Krittika Nakshatra for Vrishab Lagna, Taurus Lagna, remember Mars rules your 7th and 12th house, and Mars will be spending 3 padas of Krittika Nakshatra in your ascendant. which means you are greatly impacted by this, but this is the 12th house energy impacting your mind. So you will focus more on hidden energies, hidden enemy, hidden themes of life, and you would want to work on future plans. What you will have to ensure is that you're not preparing for a future that is highly uncertain, and you are also defining your immediate goals before you go for a 5-year plan. Also, on the other hand, Mars can trigger a lot of introspection, especially when it reaches the Taurus ascendant, and it wants you to clear your path so that you can progress in your life. But you have to understand that Mars in Krittika Nakshatra is a very powerful Mars like a warrior. Worshipping Bhagwan Panchmukhi Hanuman and Kartikeya Devata is going to be a very good remedy for you. But this is adversely impacting marriage, because 7th house Lord coming in the 1st house shows either your spouse's initiative, their pressure, their force will trigger a chain reaction in your mind and you may become a better version, or it can turn out to be a war, a battlefield. So from the perspective of love and marriage, this can be a little difficult transit. You will have to manage it out. After all, Mars position with respect to your moon in your birth chart will matter a lot. If it is positive, this transit is going to be very positive. For Gemini, Mars rules your 6th house and Mars rules your 11th house. This Mars goes from 11th to 12th in Krittika Nakshatra. So this is definitely going to, work on your networking, friend circle, and you will yourself terminate certain contracts, end certain relationship, and you might feel more ambitious and you would want to go alone. There is a famous saying, poem, Jodi tor dak shune ke na ashe tobe ekla chalo re. When nobody listens your call, walk alone. So this lonely walk is going to happen to Gemini ascendant and especially Gemini moon sign people. So what you will have to do is ensure that you are walking with enough resources. You should not take a leap of faith at this point of time. Although Mars in Krittika is very good for people who are working in IT sector, working in energy sector, working in international banks, or who wants to move to abroad, who are in pharmaceutical industry, who are eye surgeons, who are heart surgeons, or someone who is working in relation to these areas of the career. A 12th house Mars can also drain your energy, so you might feel very emotionally drained, and this can trouble your mind and also can give you certain anxiety. So do pranayam and say Om Namah Shivaya. Cancer ascendant. Now for Cancer ascendant, Mars rules your 5th house, it rules your 10th house. Mars goes in Krittika Nakshatra. So this naturally creates a kind of a reaction, a chain reaction, where you will try to change your career depending upon the education. So you might plan to upgrade, do some certification, go for higher education, and this enthusiasm and motivation will come and it will also make you take that decision. Maybe a lot of people will actually enroll into a course, go for further studies, and you would want to take a next leap in your career. Nothing wrong, it's a very good transit. Mars will be with Jupiter also for you. So overall, it's going to be a very positive thing. Just you have to be very careful. If you are trying to achieve a recognition, if you're trying to fulfill your career aspirations and ambitions, you should not burn out too soon, because the chances that you will do over efforts and excess of anything is bad. Similarly, your career will actually go bad if you try to get involved too much. Say for example, you have sent a resume to your friend for the job, but you are taking the, you're continuously calling him or texting him because you are impulsive. You want that answer to be given to you. The losing of the patience is going to be very costly for you. So be very careful. You will make the already positive circumstance a negative one if you become angry or if you are imposing your energy to someone. Be calm and quiet. Meditation is very important. For Leo, Mars rules your 9th house. Being the ruler of the 9th house, being the ruler of the 4th house, when this Martian energy goes in Krittika Nakshatra, it brings your attention towards spiritual goals, spiritual travel, and you will feel happy doing havan and you will feel happy defending your dharma. So whatever is your dharma, putra dharma, matra dharma, pitra dharma, you will fight hard for your own responsibility, and you will also be able to defend your case in case you are in certain kind of dispute or litigation. So overall, Mars transit for you is excellent. It's a very positive transit. Just that you should not fight for something when you don't know anything about that. Say for example, you are fighting, but later on you will realize that you were the one who was wrong in the first place, and that will cause embarrassment, shame and humiliation. So it's better to know, learn the process and then try to defend. So when Mars is in Taurus, it's a better position to work on your career, to defend yourself, because Mars will be with Jupiter. Now when Mars goes in Krittika Nakshatra, it is the power of Sun that comes into play. And this is going to give you name, fame, and content can go viral, especially if you are into social media, if you are into YouTube space. So for Leo Ascendant natives and Leo Moon sign native, this is going to be a brilliant transit. Just one difference is that emotionally this is going to play a lot with you. It will make you imagine a very good future, a brilliant life ahead, and it will push you, motivate you to work. Nothing wrong. You should work and stay motivated for practical reasons. Impractical dreams and desire, just because Rahu is in your 8th house, will not work positively for you. Chanting Mahamrityunjay mantra, meditating, chanting Hanuman Chalisa is a very good remedy. Virgo Ascendant. For Virgo Ascendant, it's not a bad transit, because although Mars rules your 8th and the 3rd house, Mars will quickly move to the 9th house. And this is where your efforts will come into positive things happening in front of you. Because Mars is in Krittika Nakshatra, this is a ferocious way of defending yourself. Also, it shows that visiting Jyotirlinga, chanting the name of Bhagwan Shiva's 12 Jyotirlingas, if you are pursuing for higher education, if you are traveling for your business, this is going to give you fruitful results. But Mars in Krittika also shows transformation in your 9th house. Transformation through the zodiac of Sun, which is the 12th house. So donation, yagya, havan is a very good remedy for you. Also, this also shows that certain expenses will happen, which you cannot control, which is your dharma. So if you are seeing that you are in some sort of financial crunch, you will have to work on that in a positive manner without complaining. So complaining, cribbing cannot be a solution when Mars is in the 8th and 9th house. This is definitely a transformation. It will drive your physical energy in a positive space. It will give you personal growth. It will give you leadership ability. It will give you ability to work about issues which are usually unaddressed, or you are just trying to ignore, because that now becomes your dharma. Mars in Krittika is like the Jyoti, flame of the Deepak that should continuously run. So, and for the entire duration of Mars in Krittika, if you can, lit a Akhand Deepak, that means continuously putting the oil, that Akhand Deepak for 1 month, it will be great for you. Also, taking the name of Ma Durga will resolve a lot of issues, especially if there is any problem with your brothers or your father. Be careful if you are into PhD or into any such similar course where you need mentorship. You have to be very polite and diplomatic. Aggression is not the answer. Libra. Now for Libra, Mars rules your 7th and 2nd house. Mars goes in Krittika Nakshatra in the 7th and then in the 8th house. This can create conflict in marriage and relationship due to anger, knee-jerk reaction, doubting on someone, imposing your feelings and imposing your decisions on your life partner or even business partner. So definitely there will be certain investments needed, investments of your time, money, patience is needed at this point of time. And if you see any point of argument, try to handle it diplomatically, because if you try to pressurize or force the situation, it will not work in your favor. Opportunities will come, new initiatives will happen, especially in the space of joint venture, merger and demerger of companies. If you're looking for insurance, if you are working in these fields, if you're working in the field of forensic, banking, If you're working as an underwriter, this is a very good time. But loss or damage due to fire or electric hazard is very much possible when Mars goes in the Ashtama Bhava. That too in Krittika Nakshatra. Also, injury from accident, injury from sharp object is also possible if Mars is bad, afflicted with Ketu or Saturn in your birth chart. So what should you do? Yajna or Havan related to Mangal, or chanting Hanuman Chalisa 21 times in 3 days and then 11 times every day. If you follow this routine, you will be able to manage the Martian energy, and the Martian energy will be something that you can manage, that you can adjust, because you have to absorb the 8th house Mars. It's the Mangal that is ready to kill or die. So driving car or bike with high speed, testing your luck for life is not an ideal situation. If you are into any hazardous occupation, stay safe. Scorpio. Now in case of Scorpio, because your ascendant and your 6th house is ruled by Mangal, and this Mars goes from 6th to the 7th house, this will work on your health, personality. It will give you motivation to work and finish off the day-to-day task. If something is pending for long, Mars in Krittika will motivate you to finish, and the motivation may come from the circumstance, from people around you, from your well-wishers, from your guru. And if you want to do Guru Seva, if you want to do Mantra Seva, this is a perfect time for that. Also, Mars in the Krittika Nakshatra in the 6th house and then in the 7th house also indicates that you are winning over your enemies, and you can win over your bad habits too. So if you want to quit any bad habit, if you want to work on your health, this is the time, because it's, after all, it's your Lagna, it's your ascendant Lord. Even if it is your moon sign, say Scorpio moon sign, Jupiter is aspecting your moon, and when Mars comes there, the guidance will come from the circumstance. So keep your eyes and ears open and see what is happening around you. You will get the best advice, you will get the best guidance from people around you. But you will have to be very patient. You will have to have that accepting, emotion, where you are accepting the information coming even from the juniors, or even from someone who have no idea about the subject. That is how Mars in the 7th house has to be in a Maran Karaka Sthan. But because Mars, as long as Mars will be in Krittika Nakshatra, Mars will be ready to work and fight for the right cause and justice and welfare of others. But you will have to limit it in such a way that you should not cross or do excess. Otherwise, you will burn your cash, wealth, health, everything, and you will get nothing in return. So balance of energy is very important. Chakra balancing, healing of Mooladhara Chakra can be done when Mars is in this nakshatra. Sagittarius. Now for Sagittarius, Mars rules your 5th house and 12th house. Mars goes in Krittika Nakshatra in the 5th house. This is going to give you a lot of motivation to learn. So if you want to learn something that was earlier difficult, this is the time. For student, this will help you greatly in seeing the solution of the problems that are seemingly difficult. Say for people who are studying engineering, this is going to be a very good, or even if you're preparing for the engineering exam next year, this is going to be a very good transit for you. Try to grab the difficult subjects at this point. Also, this transit can give you a lot of success in entertainment industry, success in media, success in medical sciences. It is also going to give you a lot of entrepreneurial spirit, and you will see that you will be able to craft your way and make your company a bigger venture. So that is Mars coming from the 5th house to 6th house means, and that is the energy in Krittika Nakshatra. Krittika is a ray of hope. So if you are into any kind of soupy situation, Mars in Krittika will protect you. But yes, because it's your 12th Lord, it will ask for a certain sacrifice. It may make you believe that you have to fight it all alone. But then always know that Bhagwan Hanumanji is always behind you. Mata Durga is always with you. So if you chant Durga Saptashati, it will be a great remedy for you. And start donating money for health reasons. Say for example, somebody is unwell, you try to help them, because then Mars in the 6th house will give you great potential to fight and win over your negative energy. It can also win over your negative emotions and your negative nature. So you know something negative about you, Mars in Krittika will tear it, break it apart, and convert and transmute the negative energy into a very positive outcome. Capricorn. Now in case of Capricorn ascendant, if you observe, Mars rules your 4th house. Mars is also responsible for your 11th house. And in such a case, when Mars goes in Krittika Nakshatra, it is going to make you be more driven. You will be more passionate, and you will also see that you will try to build a very secure foundation for yourself, and you would want to know it all. You will have a know-it-all attitude. On some cases, it can be good. On the other cases, you may be proved wrong because of another person who knows better than you. So on one side, you should have that confidence that yes, you know better, you are in a good space, and this will help you. If you're a student, it will help you to learn better. If you're a professional, it will help you to perform better. It will increase your efficiency, and you will take actions to be more active and proactive in life. But on the other hand, it can make you very angry, short-tempered, and it can make you believe that you know the best. And when you get to be proven wrong, this will irritate you and can create mental pressure. And because of that mental pressure, you may commit mistakes, and because of that mistakes, you may speak something negative, and even you may lose a job, because after all, it's the Lord of your 11th house. This may also mean that you will get to meet some high profile people, people who are learned, people who are gurus, but on the other hand, your anger may also provoke them and irritate them. This can also trigger a curse, a shrap from the past life. So what should you do? Chant Hanuman Chalisa, chant Durga Sapta Shati, or any Durga mantra, Devi Suktam, and try to be as polite as possible. Help yourself learn different aspects. Be open. Keep your mind open. Anything is possible in this world. If you follow that attitude, you will be very, very successful, and you will not be able to gather the negative energy of Mars. After all, Mars is Yoga Karaka, and being in the 5th house in Krittika Nakshatra, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But the only problem is that transformation is inevitable, and people who are working in stock market or speculative business should be careful. Aquarius. For Aquarius ascendant, Mars rules your 3rd house, and Mars is very much responsible for your career, for your initiative, for your willpower, your communication, your assertiveness. And when it goes in Krittika Nakshatra, this enhances these qualities. So new job opportunity is possible, but don't do impulsive resignation. Don't behave in an impulsive manner. Don't use wrong words. Otherwise, this can backfire. Say, you were happy and suddenly you have made a reel in office saying few things. Now the management does not want you in that office. See, something seemingly harmless becomes so harmful. That is the nature of Mars in Krittika. It's like playing with fire. As long as it is contained and controlled, you will be able to access the best of it. And why in your case it's crucial? Because it rules your willpower, 3rd house, and the 10th house, your reputation. So reputation will increase, but you may also be termed as someone who speaks a lot, does less. So try to focus on action rather than words. And in this case, visiting a Shivlingam near you, giving water to the Shivlingam, doing Mangal Mantra, Angarak Stotra, Hanuman Chalisa, Bajrang Baan is a very good remedy, and be less active in the night, otherwise you will have health issues. Pisces. For Pisces, Mars rules your 9th house and 2nd house. And when this Mars goes in Krittika Nakshatra, it is where your passion, where your energy is more directed towards earning more money, fighting for your values, defending your belief system, and also talking a lot about it. So you may talk a lot, you may communicate a lot about things that you know, and this is a good thing if you are into such kind of business or career, but it is a bad thing if you are in your office space or if you are between your friends. You may overspeak, you may overshare. Secrets can be spilled during this time. So be very watchful, because Rahu is on your ascendant and you may not know what you're doing or speaking. So self-filtering, self-introspection, knowing what you're doing, consequences of your actions are very much important. That awareness is very crucial for you. And when Sun will go in Simha Rashi, this awareness will go a little downward, because when Sun goes from 5th house to 6th house, the energy becomes very intense. It's more like you are more aware about the negative than the positive. This can be, on the other side, this can make you a little depressed. This can make you a little sad. So what should you do? Always keep yourself motivated. Do something that you like. Talk with your family members or someone whom you can trust. Right channel of communication is very important. And also, not testing your luck with money is very crucial during this time. And although the money will come, the drive will happen, the family will come together, but because it is Mars and because it is Kritika's fire, on one side it is ray of hope, on the other side it can be a laser cannon destroying things. Totally depends how you manage the energies.